I just made it off of like a 16-hour flight from New York to Seoul, Korea. That seemed really, really long, and I'm doing a first. I'm staying at a transit hotel at the airport. There are no windows, which is to be expected, I suppose. It's like a little box. There's my cart that I put my carry-on bag on because I'm too tired to carry it, and they only rent the room by chunks of 12 hours, and if you want more you have to pay more. So I paid an extra $8 to have another hour. So I'm gonna catch up on my sleep. My first stop is Digi to get a new SIM card. I chose the 50 ringgit option with high-speed internet, which works great, except I found out I needed to add on some cash to be able to make domestic texts. This is the second place I've stayed. Let's see, Korea, and now in Kuala Lumpur. There's no soap. There's no hand soap for the sink. It's very strange. This is the awesome view from the rooftop of my hotel, which I very much enjoyed several days that I was there. Here's a little view of Bukit Bintang before I jump in a cab to make it to my free walking tour. We are now in Chinatown, and at this point I am starving and about to eat a really great egg. But first I tried this gelatinous thing dipped in peanuts. Not a huge fan. This is a tea egg, and it may be one of the best I ever had. Thank you.
Okay. Very, very rare now. So if you go around and you see any of these people, and sometimes what they did was
Kuala Lumpur has some very impressive street art, and this was no exception. This mural went all the way along the entire street and was really beautiful. I love how they combined the chalk on the wall with external material so that it had a very three-dimensional aspect.
No, I didn't. I ended up ordering like noodles. Yeah.
okay, and then this is just like more like a yogurt with spices.
Okay.
So this one I think is going to be a bit spicy. This is one of the oldest temple in the city. Okay, and then it's the only one in Chinatown. So this Indian temple is currently still in operation. So it still have.
This is the temple where apparently parents come to pray that their kids do well on their exams, and the kids come and also pray that they will pass their exams well. And my question is, why does no one pray for fewer exams? Our next stop was Central Market, a delightful group of boutiques much more original than the department stores around the city. And I learned about Royal Selangor and how Kuala Lumpur was actually started by a group of tin miners and grew from there. And that the words Kuala Lumpur mean muddy confluence or a muddy river mouth. As a full-time traveler on a budget, I know that a lot of the places I stay probably won't have a closet or a chest of drawers. So a strategy I use is to get a room with 2 twin beds, which allows me to use one of them to dump things on while I'm staying there. Most days in Kuala Lumpur have pouring rain out of nowhere, so make sure to always carry an umbrella with you, even if it looks like it's a gorgeous day. This is the center of Bukit Bintang, sort of Times Square, and has a lot of action and restaurants going on right here. Very fun neighborhood. You've no doubt heard about the Jalan Alor street market, and I'm there now. You know, it's only in the evenings, and it's quite fascinating to walk down the same street during the day and see that there's virtually nothing here, but at night it comes alive and all those lights go on, and it's really beautiful. Here's that same street at night, and you can see there's a lot more people, all the stalls are open, and those beautiful overhead lights are all lit up. Prepare to do a lot of uncomfortable jaywalking in Kuala Lumpur on streets like this because there aren't enough pedestrian crossways.
Now you are at level 41, at the height 170 meters above the street level. Okay, for information, this bridge is a double-deck stair bridge. Level 42 only for staff movement, and level 41 we reserve for public. And this bridge is very unique. This bridge not fully attached with a tower. So there's a gap between this and tower. Here's some mechanism in the other side.
I really liked the Petronas towers, and the view is stunning, and as someone that grew up with the Empire State Building and the Twin Towers in New York, it was just a really nice experience to see this bridge and the beauty that it offers. And I learned there was a competition between Japan and South Korea, each of whom built one of the towers, and South Korea finished theirs first, so got to build the Sky Bridge.
So you're gonna spend around 15 to 20 minutes before I call for the green group, then you have to proceed to the second destination back. Okay.
We're now on the top floor checking out some more amazing views. Note that there are 2 souvenir shops, so if you don't find what you want on the top floor, don't fret because there's a bigger souvenir shop on your way out on the bottom. There are so many shopping malls, it's crazy, and they're all so big. Plan to buy a transit card to use the metro. However, with 3 different lines and often taking a long time, you'll probably just resort to using Grabs because taxis are so cheap. Another thing you'll probably do is get a foot massage, but be warned, they can be rather painful. This theme park is inside a shopping mall. I would never have thought of putting those 2 together. Another activity to try is the Botanic Gardens. I took the metro out there one day, and here is what I discovered. Kuala Lumpur is extremely hot and humid. If, like me, you are not a morning person, I suggest, like me, that you try to change your habits. The best getting out times are the early morning, so get going by 7 or 8 in the morning, and by mid-afternoon, you're going to want to take a break from the heat. So again, sightseeing is done best in the morning. Even the deer are too hot to do anything. One of my fun lunches, and I just can't believe that all this food costs less than $5. Okay, this is seriously one of the best places I ate in Kuala Lumpur. You get a Wagyu beef skewer. You get 2 of them for about $5. They are delicious. I don't know what they do to them, but my God, you have to go here. I never really know what I'm getting up to every day, and today I decided to visit the Royal Selangor, I think, factory. It's a tin factory. Kuala Lumpur is actually put on the map because of the tin found here. And stay tuned for my really exciting experience.
So pewter melting point is at 250 degrees inside that pot. When she pour the molten pewter inside the mold, quickly she will peel out again to make a hollow handle. Alright, so you can see pewter solidifies really fast. Then after that she remove it from the mold, and then the extra part or layers that she's not required, she will dip inside the pot. And then this thing later sent to factory for polishing and soldered, become a handle like this. It's like this, the lady will use a steel blade and cut layers of the pewter. From that process, you produce the swab. And then after that, she will use a scotch pad and polish it to make it smoother and fine finish. This is the hammering station. We call it as a VC holder. So one VC holder like this have 700 dimples or dot. Each of the dimples she will knock 2 times, therefore she will knock 1,400 times for one of these. Let's say at the end she make a mistake, everything go inside the pot to recycle and start all over again the process.
I'm now about to try my hand at making some fun stuff out of pewter.
So there is 2 ways that you can make your own accessories. First, by using that in-house mold here. The second,
you get to choose between making bowls or making jewelry. I chose jewelry because it sounded more difficult and more fun. And you start off with a lesson about the pewter and how to pour it either into molds or freeform.
you can actually test it whether the scooper is really hot enough. You try to pour it. See? Pour it inside the mold. To the top. 1 minute for it to set and harden. Alright, so we test it a little bit. The table here by freehand, it took about few seconds for it to set. And this one, it's already hardened. You can just slowly melt it again inside the molten pewter, and you can redo it again. Already, the surface is already turned matte, so it means it's already hardened and set. There you go.
These are some of the molds we got to choose from, and here is my creative mess. All the lines I poured to make bracelets, and all of the spirals that I played with to make a necklace, and the molds that I tried. I ended up keeping the monkey. After we poured our pieces, we got to come and polish them to make them look nice. Here are 2 of my final products. You even get a certificate. I'm here at the Royal Selangor.
Yes. Welcome, Heather, to Royal Selangor, and enjoy here.
Yes, this is one who I just met who helped me. I made this and lots of bracelets and a monkey keychain.
Yes, and she's fabulous. Good job.
So we used it was pewter.
Yes, it's actually pewter. So that it's a mixture of tin, copper, and also antimony. Yes, and it's very malleable. And perhaps you guys can come here and enjoy yourself by making your own pewter accessories, maybe.
You should. This was really fun. I had no idea what I was in for today. I thought I was just doing a factory tour. And then you can make bowls or jewelry. But
Yes.
I think you go with one
Yes.
and you make jewelry. It's
Yes.
much more fun. It isn't sharp, but it doesn't scratch you.
So we file it for you.
Yeah, and you can wear it into the shower
Yes.
forever and never
Yes.
take it off. And
No.
very cool. Well, thank you, Juan. This was
No
a
problem.
wonderful
Thank
experience.
you, Heather, for having us. Bye-bye.
I have no idea what I'm about to eat. I have a big idea, and I'm hoping it's not too spicy. I'm at a buffet recommended by a friend, and I go. The hostess showed me around, explained everything, and actually, it was delicious. I thought I was at the Botanic Gardens the other day, but it turns out I didn't make it here. So if you follow Google Maps and take the metro or the underground to get here, and you end up following the walking instructions and don't get here and get to a part that isn't that exciting, then you've missed the actual Botanic Gardens. This was kind of crazy. We saw a bird that seemed to get stuck in the water, which it did, and this man is rescuing it. This couple just got married and they posed for me to take a picture. Very sweet. I did a tour of one of the mosques with 3 lovely men, and in addition to learning about how they pray and some aspects of their religion, I also learned that Muslim, the religion came into Malaysia because people would come from those countries to trade and get stuck in Malaysia during the monsoon season, and they would make friends and get married. So interesting that the religion was not enforced on people. It was something they did willingly, which is why there's so much peace, I think, in Malaysia, which is beautiful. Another look at that gorgeous view, and stay tuned for my next video where I'll take you to the Batu Caves and the Genting Highlands.